Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and from today we are going to study about the data science. And so let's begin. So basically, what is data science? So in this PPT, as it is mentioned, data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms and systems to extract or extrapolate knowledge and insights from noisy, structured and unstructured data, and apply knowledge from data across a broad range of application domains. So in short, what is data science? So basically what we do is we get data from different resources. It may be structured, unstructured, etc. So bring it in a structured format, draw some insights or draw some relations from these data what we collect, and from these insights we try to bring out some solutions so as to solve a particular business problem. Okay, so basically this is a short definition of data science. So let's move ahead. So this is the life cycle of data science. So what is the first step of data science? So basically you will get a problem statement, that is the business understanding. So what you do is you ask relevant questions and define objectives for the problem and need to be tackled. Okay, so whatever business problem that you get it right, so what you do is first you will try to analyze the business problem, try to understand the business problem, then what are the things that are important with respect to the business problem. You inculcate all these things in a proper format and then move on to the next step. So the next step is data mining. So data mining is nothing but gather and scrap the data necessary for the project. So basically what you do is you gather data from different resources that your organization needs or your industry needs. So basically data mining deals with gathering the data and some important analyzing of the data. The next step is data cleaning. So in this step what you do is fix the inconsistencies within the data and handle the missing value. So it is straightforward, right? So what you do is suppose in data science you get a data set. Okay, so in data science basically you get the data in the form of data sets, that is in the form of Excel or some other format. Okay, so in these data the data will be in the form of rows and columns. So sometimes some rows of the columns will be missing, and sometimes the values will be redundant, that is repetitive. Okay, so what you do is either you have to tackle the missing values, right? So you need to replace those with median mode or however comfortable you are, that is however it will be satisfactory with respect to the problem statement. Okay, so next step is data exploration. So in this step what you do is from hypothesis about your defined problem by visually analyzing the data. Okay, so in this you can do is EDA, basically exploratory data analysis deals with many things like dealing with the missing values, understanding the data, then visualizations, then dealing with outliers, etc. Okay, so you basically explore the data and get some relationship between the different factors or the different variables in this data exploration. Then next comes is feature engineering. So in this feature engineering what you do is you select important features and construct more meaningful ones using the raw data and that you have. Okay, so basically in feature engineering what you do is there are many features. So some features may not be meaningful, so what you do is you drop those features, and some features will be correlated, like there are two features which are correlated to the target variable. So what you do is you drop one feature and you use only other one. Okay, so basically whichever important feature is then that you select in feature engineering, and you try to reduce the number of columns. So when you try to reduce the number of columns, your data sometimes it will be too clean and you can draw meaningful insights, like more meaningfully. Okay, and you reduce the redundancies in feature engineering. Next step comes is predictive modeling. So in this step what you do is you train your machine learning models and evaluate the performance and then make a prediction. So basically there are different modeling methods like regression, classification, decision tree, then clustering, then KNN, random forest, etc. So whichever algorithm fits your problem statement, you use those modeling methods and then you move ahead with the other steps. Okay, so the last step is visualization. So basically you can use here tools like Power BI and Tableau. So anything is fine. So basically data analyst, data scientist, everybody uses either of the tool or some other tool, whichever the organization feels satisfactory. Okay, so in this step, what to do is you communicate the findings with the key stakeholders using plots and interactive visualizations. So you can use bar plot, then box plot, then some pie chart, then line chart, etc. So there are different visualizations which you can use. You can either you do univariate visualization or bivariate, etc, etc. Okay, so as we proceed ahead, we will get to learn many of these aspects in detail. So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. Okay, so moving ahead, so applications of data science. So basically you can use it in the following ways. So in fraud and risk detection, in healthcare, then internet search, then targeted advertising, website recommendations, advanced image recognition, then speech recognition. Okay, so these are the advanced ML techniques like NLP, like natural language processing, then text analysis, etc. Then airline route planning, then gaming, augmented reality or VR. Okay, so this is the roadmap of the DS. So first of all, we will be starting with Python. Okay, so my playlist will start with Python, then we will move on to SQL, then we will start with NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, etc. Then we will take some data sets and then we will move on to data visualization, that is Power BI and Tableau. Okay, so I'll be dealing with two aspects, that is Power BI and Tableau. Next, you can use IDE whichever you find useful. So I'll be using Jupyter here. So I will be using Jupyter here, or you can use also Google Colab or Spider or any of the IDE. So IDE is nothing but integrated development environment, so which uses like a platform on which you work upon. Okay, and next is web scraping. So web scraping is nothing but you crawl the web and take some meaningful info. Okay, so basically you use some libraries like Beautiful Soap, then Scrappy, etc. Okay, so you will get to learn these things in the coming lectures. Then once you do the model, you need to deploy it in the cloud, right? So for this you use AWS or the Azure. Okay, so in terms of mathematics, so this is the very important aspect. So I'll be covering with the statistics and the basics. Okay, so you have here stats, then linear algebra, then differential and calculus. So in case of data analysis, you have feature engineering, then data wrangling and EDA. So we will be majorly dealing with EDA, that is exploratory data analysis, and also some part of data wrangling and feature engineering. Okay, so next comes is machine learning. So there are different algorithms like classification, regression, reinforcement learning, deep learning, clustering, dimensionality reduction. So these deep learning and dimensionality reduction techniques and reinforcement learning, so these are some advanced concepts. So we will be in touch with those in the coming lectures. Okay, so this is the roadmap, so stay tuned and let's learn. Okay, moving ahead, so what are the different job roles in data science? You can be a business analyst. So business analyst is nothing but he deals with the problem statement and deals with the stakeholders, and he will be acting as a mid broker between the developers and the stakeholders. Then next comes the big data analyst, then decision scientist, then data journalist. Then fifth one is machine learning engineer. So machine learning engineer deals with the machine learning algorithms, like developing algorithms, optimizing them, and then deploying it in the cloud or some other platform. Okay, next comes the financial analyst. So financial analyst deals with the financial data like credit risk analysis, fraud detection, etc. Then next comes the database admin. So database admin deals with the vast data and the databases using MySQL, then SSMS, etc. So there are different tools for the database admin which they work upon, so you can have a look upon them or search them. Okay, next comes the data engineer. So this job is a bit critical because you need to have the knowledge of Hadoop, then PySpark, Apache Spark, etc. So basically data engineer does hardcore coding, and like coding is necessary in data science. You can either use R or Python for the basics. For the advanced, you need to have the advanced knowledge of Python and some other languages, like in case of data engineer, Hadoop and Apache Spark, PySpark, as needed by the organization. So always remember that whatever things I am teaching, it will be basic for all the organizations, and some organizations have specific needs with respect to them, so it differs. Okay, so next comes the last is data scientist. So basically data scientists act as a lead, or you need to have a lot of experience to become a data scientist. So no fresher gets a job role as a data scientist. Everybody starts with the role of a data analyst. So basically in data analyst also, there you will be also dealing with the machine learning concepts also. So it's not that data analyst deals with just SQL and Python. So he also has to know the concepts of machine learning and other things. Okay, but in case of data scientist, you need to have the knowledge of machine learning, then data engineer, so every other thing, whichever job role you have seen across. Okay, so this is the role of data scientist. So hope you like this video, so, and get to know something. So stay tuned and stay connected. Okay, so that's all about the roadmap and the journey of data science. So we will be starting with Python. So stay tuned and hit the subscribe button. Thank you, take care, bye bye.